Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how I turn these into these. So I'll show you how I do it. Pretty straightforward stuff, simple way to get kind of a new upgraded naturalistic kind of termite mound kind of style. So here we go. We are also going to talk about these and how we made them. So stay tuned and enjoy. Okay guys, so what I do to kind of upgrade and give your hides a little more of a natural look, these are fine, but I like to bump them up a little bit. As you can see, this is where I do most of my hide stuff. So what I use is this concrete mixture. So this is pre-mixed concrete and stucco patch. So it's basically just how to patch up little areas for concrete, but it's great because it's already mixed. You don't have to add water or anything like that. And it comes gray. However, I put this in it. This is in red earth tone. So it's a color for mortar or concrete. So that kind of gives it that natural red stone look. So when I add it, and I add like very little amount of this. This is very concentrated. It looks like this, which is exactly what I want. And it pretty much dries that same color, if not a little bit darker. So what we'll do is I'll just kind of show you. So you need this, this, and this. So I just have one of these just to apply it on there. And that's what I do. So I'll just kind of do a little time lapse of putting it on these, and you can see kind of how I do it. All right. So my phone overheated finishing this, but this is what it looks like, and it's still drying. And it says it takes 2 to 3 days to cure. And that's what I am advising you guys to do. However, this is already almost dry, and it's only been like 15 minutes. If it's a really hot day, and this is just like in the summer, by the end of the day, you know, I'd be comfortable enough putting it inside, but not in the enclosure. I do wait at least 3 days if I'm gonna put it anywhere in the enclosure. So what I like to do is with the edges here, and I might have to touch up a little here, obviously. Usually I do one touch-up job, but this is pretty much all pretty good. I don't like it to look perfect. You can do it any way you want to, obviously. Make it more smoother. I kind of like it rougher. And honestly, our ball pythons in particular really love when they're shedding to have some sort of rough, you know, edge against it. And that could go with, you know, anything, you know, any reptile that's obviously shedding. Now here's something I do is I do not paint the inside, mainly just for cleaning purposes. So it's a lot easier to clean plastic in the middle, and you're not seeing it anyway. But if you wanted to paint the inside, you know, go for it. And then this is the other one that I showed you guys before. And as you can tell, I kind of put it on thick to where, you know, if you saw before, the edges are sticking out. It doesn't look as edgy or anything. It's just kind of like a solid block, which I really, really like. And obviously the inside, I left it that way too. So that's how I kind of upgrade my hides. I like to do that with any hides I get. And this was even just a bowl. So, you know, you can kind of get creative. You don't have to spend a ton of money, and you can get some nice looking hides. So there you go, guys. All right, guys, so this is my favorite hide to build. I wanted to show you this one and how it looks, because I want to show you the after, because I use the concrete and concrete dye for something similar to this for our other ball pythons enclosure. So what this is a 24 by 12 just piece of tile that you get at the hardware store, and then 2 long bricks here. So pretty straightforward. It gives them something rough to rub against to be able to shed. It conducts heat very well. We do above heat for our boa here. She loves it. I love seeing her coiled up on top of here. So that's kind of where it's at. And I get the 24 long for her because she needs a pretty decent size hide, and she can have this hide for a while. And she has one on the other side as well. That's where she is. I'm not gonna mess with that because she's gonna think I'm feeding her. But that's her right there. Morning, Artemis. She's very generous enough for me to grow my plants we sell at expos in her enclosure, so thanks. So we're gonna move to Esmeralda's now. So here is another example, and this is why I showed you the one before. This is the same setup, but this one is just a 12 by 12, so just a foot by foot here, and the same size bricks. So what's cool about this is we can leave it here. That's the size we want. You can adjust it a little wider, a little closer. You can move these all the way in. But so she can be in here for a while. We can maybe move it out a little more as she gets a little bigger. And then we could also move it to the 24 by 12. But this is the same technique I use because this is just a regular tile. Oops. And then I just paint it with concrete, the dyed concrete on each of these. And this is the same brick you guys saw before. So it's the same setup. It's just got a little more of a little more texture to it. And I really like it, and she seems to too. This is just a PVC tube that I had. So I ended up painting the whole thing in here instead of leaving it unpainted in the middle because I want her to be able to kind of feel the roughness as she goes through it. Get a good scratch. And so that's what this is. But the only thing different is why it's so bulky is I use spray foam. So for this I had a PVC, it's just one that goes this way with one out here. And I just used a light layer of spray foam all around it to kind of give it a bulky natural look. And then I painted it over. And I really like it. So let me know what you guys think of it, because I have thought of making a bunch of these and bringing them to the expo. Certain hides and stuff. I provide one hide for each enclosure, self-set-up enclosure we sell, but I was thinking about selling them. So let me know what you guys think. Is there something you guys do different? What do you guys think about it? Do you want to see more DIY videos? I'm going to leave that up to you. So, and Romeo is sweaty. Say hi. Say like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
All right. Let me know, guys. See ya.